I am here with Dual 8, and he is one of the competitors in the Esports League. Dual 8 is a member of Team Titan. So, Dual, you started out the season at the very beginning, correct?
As soon as I heard that the ESL tournament was going to be a thing, I tried to find a team to join it.
And how did you pick your team, basically? How did you choose what who your teammates would be?
I was a little bit late compared to the other really early players. I didn't play in the initial beta, but I played right after the game came out, basically. And so some of the players already had teams formed because they already knew people really well. And I just remember that I did play with Game Dude a lot, and I remember he was a pretty good and positive player. So I asked him if, because I saw he said he needed one more person, so I asked him if I could be on their team too.
How would you describe your playing style, Dual?
I am definitely an enforcer. I think I like to punch people, and I really like how the idea of an enforcer works in Echo Arena because I think it's something that whether the devs intended it or not, it is a really powerful role that you can really support your team in making sure they can make the right plays and get the right goals.
As an enforcer myself, do you feel like
Yep.
sometimes that particular role doesn't quite get as much credit as it maybe should?
Definitely. I think that the one skill that overall the community is weaker at, that they could be better at, is being a good enforcer or just fighting in general. And
Yes.
everybody realized, okay, passing's a good idea. Everybody realized you got to boost off each other, but some people still haven't given fighting that much attention. A lot of players who don't really pay attention to fighting or blocking or stunning, you'll notice that they have as low as a 2% block rate when compared to players like you and me you're above 40% now. It's very different. And if people just learned a little bit more about when to block, when to stun, it would really help their game, I think. But yeah, I actually think that most people think of how to punch. I think none enough people think of how to block. I think more people have to consider when they should be blocking. And if they're tunnel visioned on the disc and they're going for the disc, you know, some players are good at blocking beforehand just in case someone's going to get them right before they grab the disc. But one mistake I see everybody make is when they're going head on against somebody, they still try to punch the person. And you should always be blocking when you're going head on against somebody else. Because if you try to punch them, they see it coming and they're going to block you.
Yes, I think that's a good piece of advice there.